Hello guys, today we will be ranking Blue Lock characters from the first selection arc. Let's go. Alright, so to start we have none other than Mr. Get Anything He Wants, Rio. Now you see Rio is very talented footballer. He was bored of having everything handed to him, so he started to focus on soccer and become the best player in the world. Him and Nagi are a very dynamic duo, and it is extremely hard to stop them too. In the match against Team Z, he passed a perfect ball to Nagi, who trapped the ball and managed to score. Next we have the man himself, King Baro. He is probably the most powerful player in the entire Blue Lock, as we very strong and has a really powerful shot. Now for him, I think I'll let my personal bias take over and will put him in S tier. And I personally think he will go very far in the Blue Lock series. He is also one of the best players in the anime, as we've seen him perform very well during the match against Team Z. Baro's strength is very good, and so far we have only seen one person to even come close to this man's weapon, and that is Ichigo. Sorry, I meant Kunogami. In the match against Team Z, he was in complete control of the field, and it was almost impossible to stop him. His goal formula is also very effective, and the shot power he has is insane. His shooting range is from outside the box between 25 to 28 meters. His mentality is also very good, and his ego is very high. Next up we have Kunigami. He is very strong and has some similarities with Baro, which are his shot power and his strength. He is known as the hero of Blue Lock, and he also had the most goals in his team, until that Gakam betrayed them against those two creepy twins. He also scored the winning goal against Baro's team. And for those reasons he will be placed in A tier. Up next we have Zamtetsu. He was a main player for Team V alongside Rio and Nagi. His weapons are his explosiveness and his shooting range. He was able to outrun Shigiri during the match against Team Z and was also able to score a goal. I personally think he might not reach Rio or Nagi's level in the Blue Lock, but I do think he will do very well and improve his playstyle. He is an underrated character for sure, I must say, but unfortunately for those reasons he will be put into B tier. Next we have the man himself, Bichira. He is one of the main characters in the series and is also a very good player. During the game against Team V, he was able to easily dribble the whole team and score a Rabona to make the scores 3-1. He was able to surprise all the players in the field and gave his teammates hope of making a comeback against Team V. Without Bichira, Team Z would have been eliminated and knocked out of the Blue Lock project. He is a very deadly player, and him and Asaji make a very good duo. I think he will be one of the best players in the entire series, and he will be able to improve even more on his playstyle. He is like Neymar and Ronaldinho combined. He is very skillful and very fast, and is also able to score a goal with style. I think he is by far one of my favorite players, and I think he deserved to go in S tier alongside Baro. After Bichira we have the Kevin De Bruyne of Blue Lock, Asaji Yuichi. I think we can all agree that he would have been useless if it weren't for his vision and adaptability to the situation on the field. He was able to predict Nico's moves during the match against Team Y and also score the winning goal. His weapons are his vision and his direct shot, which he discovered against Team Y with the help of Bichira. Asaji and Nico are very similar, as they both have great vision, but I think that out of the two players, Asaji is the better overall player, and he will be able to become one of the best strikers in the Blue Lock project with help of his vision and adaptability to difficult situations on the field. So for those reasons I will be putting him into S tier. Next we have the pace abuser himself, and my favorite waifu, Kyujiri. He is very fast and agile and is also able to turn up during important situations. He was able to break free from the mental chains and run free like he used to in his younger years against Team W. He was able to this with help of Asaji, and he also ran the entire field against Team W and passed the ball to himself and score a goal. He is one of my favorite players, and I think that he will play a big role in the anime, and I do think that will be able to achieve a lot in the Blue Lock. He is probably the fastest player in the entire Blue Lock, and was the only person able to beat Zansu in a 1v1. Because I like him so much, I will be putting him into S tier alongside the rest of the players. Nagi is next up, and already one of the best players in the anime, even though he has only played football for 8 months or so. He has the most potential out of everyone we have seen so far, as he is very talented. He is able to score goals and trap balls in mid-air without even trying. When he lost against Isagi during the match against Team Z, he was able to feel what it is like losing a game and promised himself that he would never lose a game ever again. I think that he will be one of the best players inside the Blue Lock, and for those reasons I will be putting him into S tier alongside his rival Asagi Yuichi.